I'm at the Tel Motza Temple in the Jerusalem neighborhood of Motza. It's a spectacular day here in Jerusalem, so on Shabbat, decided to go for another hike to Motza. Last time I was here, I visited the old synagogue that was built in the 1800s. Well, actually, it was an inn that was converted to a synagogue, I believe, in the early 1900s. And I visited the Yellen House, which is sort of a famous site here. And I did not get to. Last time I was here, I did not get to go to the very ancient synagogue, the very ancient temple, which I finally got to do. And it's not the easiest place to find. Definitely had to get lost a few times and ask for directions in my broken Ivrit, my not so good Hebrew. But I did finally find it, and I'm glad I did, because it's spectacular. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you a little tour. So this temple was this ancient temple that was discovered during archaeological excavation in 2012. It's underneath Route 1, an overpass for Route 1, the highway here that cuts through Jerusalem. And it dates back to the 9th century BCE during the Kingdom of Judah. And I believe it's about 4 miles from the main temple on the Temple Mount, Solomon's Temple. And it supposedly operated at the same time as Solomon's Temple. So I'm going to flip this around and I'm going to give you a quick tour, and I will overdub it with some more information when I edit the video. I'm now reading from the Tel Motza Expedition Project website. Tel Motza, the site. Tel Motza is located approximately 7 kilometers northwest of ancient Jerusalem, the city of David, situated towards the bottom of a slope on a saddle encompassed by springs and expansive agricultural lands, and dominating the gateway to Jerusalem along the ancient road leading from the lowlands, coastal plain, and Shephelah into the central hill country. The Sarek and Motza Arza valleys converge at the base of the slope and form a wide basin known for its fertile soil and seasonal water flow. Indeed, settlement accompanied by cultivation of crops has prevailed in this region since the Neolithic period 9,000 years ago. Previous research and identification of the site with biblical Motza. Many surveys and excavations have been conducted in the area previously, with large-scale salvage excavations carried out by the Israel Antiquities Authority in preparation for the construction of a section of the new road to Jerusalem in 1993, 2002, 2003, and in 2012 to 2013. The site was identified as an archaeological tell that had been occupied intermittently from the pre-pottery Neolithic period, 8th to 7th millennia BCE, to the 20th century. The abundance of remains and finds dating to the Iron Age II, 10th to 6th centuries BCE, found during these excavations confirmed the identification of the site with biblical Motza, mentioned for the first time in the book of Joshua as a city in the territory of the tribe of Benjamin. The finds indicate that Motza was settled continuously during the Iron Age II, 10th to 6th centuries BCE, and the site was labeled a royal granary specializing in grain storage, which supplied its products first and foremost to Jerusalem, due to the dozens of silos and 2 storage buildings found in it. The temple, a large complex consisting of a large building and a courtyard laid out in an east to west orientation. The complex was built into the slope, and its massive northern wall, measuring 2 meters in width, acts as a retaining wall against the slope. The building was exposed to a length of 20 meters and a width of 13 meters. The construction of the complex is dated to the Iron IIA, late 10th, early 9th centuries BCE, and exhibits the typical North Syrian architectural plan employed in monumental temples as early as the 3rd millennium BCE, and comparable to the North Syrian Iron Age temples at Tel Tayanat and Ain Dara, and to the Temple of Solomon in Jerusalem as it is described in the biblical text 1 Kings 1:6-7, 2 Chronicles 3. The temple courtyard contained ample cultic remains that attest to its function as the focal point of public cultic activity in the complex, including an altar, an offering table, a pit filled with bones and ash, and an assemblage of cult vessels and artifacts comprising 4 figurines, 2 anthropomorphic and 2 zoomorphic, a large stand with plastic decoration, etc., etc., etc.